Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, my dear viewers, brothers and sisters in Islam, and viewers of IQRA TV. Thank you very much for coming back. I hope so far you've enjoyed my discussion with Ahmed Amjad Saab, our Consul General of Pakistan, based in Bradford here. Before the break, we were talking about the Pakistani community and its position in this country and abroad, nationally, and reputation nationally, internationally. Obviously, Pakistan is a growing, developing country. 70 years of independence, so you're quite young in the scale of things. And obviously you've had teething problems, like all countries go through difficult times. But now the future seems to be bright. As I said, I had the opportunity to visit Pakistan. I was really impressed with what I saw. When I went to India, you see people sleeping on the pavements. I never saw that in Pakistan, which is one of the first things that I was really impressed with. That we didn't see is had ki garibi maine de dekhi. गरीब लोग हैं पाकिस्तान के अंदर, देयर इज़ नो डाउट अबाउट इट। मैं जब विलेजेस में गया, वहाँ मैंने उनकी हालत देखी, ऑब्वियसली फ्लड के जो विक्टिम्स थे उनकी जो हालत देखी, हमने जितना हमसे हो सका हमने किया था, बट ऑब्वियसली इट्स वेरी डिफरेंट. सो नाउ पाकिस्तान इज़ मूविंग इनटू अ डिफरेंट फेज. क्या सो इन सेंस ऑफ वेयर यू सी opportunities for both UK and Pakistan, how do you see that developing, and what can the people in this country, particularly अपने जो businesses है, और माशाल्लाह हमारे मुसलमान businesses अगर तुम यहाँ देखो, we got some fantastic businesses. I mean, I keep mentioning two in particular, and one is my very good friend Aslam from Agra, and Yunus Chaudhry Saab from Regal. I mean, these are only PLC companies in this area. And, they do a lot of export. Now these are big businesses, doing very well by the grace of Allah here. How can similar businesses work with your department, your office here, and build that strong relationship, business relationship with Pakistan?
I'll connect this question with the question of our caller, right. Because I wasn't finished, hum break pe chale gaye. I spoke about Chinese investment. पाकिस्तान पे ट्रस्ट है तो इतनी बड़ी इन्वेस्टमेंट हुई है, और as he said कि पाकिस्तानी लोग ऐसे हैं, I do not agree with him, and as I said, your contributions, your thinking starts from home. जैसी आपकी घर पे तरबियत होगी वो आप ऐसे ही आगे जाएंगे.
बेशक.
और अगर जनरलाइज हम करें तो यहाँ पे this time we've got 12 parliamentarians, MPs जो पाकिस्तानी ओरिजिन के हैं. Look at Sadiq Khan, पाकिस्तानी ओरिजिन. So many mayors, lord mayors यहाँ पर हैं. So अच्छे लोग भी हैं, और एक जनरलाइज कर लेना कि हमारे पाकिस्तानी लोग ख़राब हैं, I think I will not agree with that. कोई जो कम्युनिटी है उसको आप बुरा नहीं कह सकते. अच्छे बुरे हर लोग में होते हैं, बट हमने ये ख़ुद भी देखना है. और मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ कि हम पाकिस्तान हमारी धरती है, हमारी धरती माँ होती है. आप माँ से तो मांग रहे हैं कि माँ मुझे दो, आपने माँ को क्या दिया है? तो मेरा ख्याल जब हम ये बात करें, आई रियली गेट वेरी इमोशनल ऑन दिस टॉपिक, लेकिन ये है कि हमारी अपनी कंट्रीब्यूशन पाकिस्तान के लिए क्या है, और छोटा छोटा ज़र्रा हम मिलाएंगे. लाइक यू से अ ड्रॉप इन ओशन, everyone needs to chip in. Right. Now coming to the business opportunities, if you see, I can tell you that 2017 figures are out for the 3 quarters. हमारी almost trade जो थी 9% increase हुई with the United Kingdom. Pakistan में seeing opportunities. 5 years back we had load shedding, we had energy crisis, but alhamdulillah now we've got rid of this load shedding. Now we have surplus energy.
Right.
So these are some positive steps which are being taken. हम मेरे अपने दोस्त before coming here, जब मैं Ministry of Foreign Affairs headquarters में था, so I was dealing with South Asia, so I used to have colleagues from all South Asian countries. Even Indians came to Pakistan and they said, oh, the motorway which we've traveled in from Lahore to Islamabad, India में ऐसी नहीं है. So like you said, 70 years, it's a young country. We are going forward. Our trajectory is high, and there are many opportunities. We have huge investment opportunities in energy sector, in infrastructure, housing. These are the things where we can go ahead. यहीं पे आप देख लें, you've mentioned Agra and Regal Foods. There are so many big businesses.
Many other businesses.
So many big businesses. So I think Pakistan is on a higher trajectory, and inshallah, I'm very hopeful that in the next few years we will be matching, great economies. If you see World Bank's report, if you see IMF reports, if you see Modi's, our rating has gone up. Economic rating has gone up. So that is the confidence which investors are showing, the foreign countries are showing in Pakistan, and why in CPAC, our neighbors, even Russia wants to come in, because they see potential.
In terms of, obviously Pakistan is one of the manufacturing bases as well. One of the issues that young people, particularly now in this country, not just Muslim young people, but many Muslim young people as well, want to see some sort of ethical investments and ethical production methods, which includes making sure that people get paid the living wage for that particular country. And one of the criticisms of people, places like Bangladesh and Pakistan and India, etc., is that in these countries, products are manufactured where the people who actually do the work are not really looked after and valued, and they're not paid the appropriate amount. Is Pakistan dealing with any of those issues in Pakistan?
I think there's a lot of misconception as well. Government of Pakistan for last many years, every year we have a minimum wage rate for a laborer, which increases every year. And let me tell you, youngsters now coming up who just graduate, and then they graduate from good universities in private sectors, they are earning maybe much more than what I am earning as a first job. So things have changed, and to those I would say that please go to Pakistan, see for yourself. Don't listen that 10 years ago this happened or 20 years ago this happened, and you have that concept in your mind. Just go now and see the improvement. I have few friends from England who visited last year Lahore, Islamabad and Karachi, and then they came back and they said, oh, we never realized Pakistan is so beautiful. Pakistan has so much of potential. So these are, positive signs. And I must say, people who do not go to Pakistan and just believe on hearsay, for them they should go. You've gone to Pakistan,
yes, yes.
You praise Pakistan. So I invite people, come, go to Pakistan.
But when we see these manufacturing factories, the sweatshops, for example, where clothes are made and people are not treated well, and they're working in terrible conditions. This thing is something that affects the young people more now. We've seen this particularly in the last couple of years, where young people are becoming much more conscious about what they're wearing and how it's been manufactured, and whether the people who made it have been given due respect in terms of the financial returns. But I've been told there's another caller we have. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yes, please.
Sorry, it's me again, Oscar. I just wanted to make a small point. I know I've been on before. Is that if Pakistan could leapfrog technology, in a sense that the technology and the things, and you don't want to have money at the expense of the environment. Now, if Pakistan is going to destroy its environment and have a pollution issue, then for the sake of money, I think that is definitely not.
Is that what is happening, you think, in Pakistan?
I have been recent about about 4 or 5 years ago.
Right.
So if you can have manufacturing at the cost of the actual planet, I think that's old technology. That's really.
So when you went to Pakistan, you saw industry developing.
It was dirty. It was old.
Right.
And the environment's paying a big price over there.
I see.
And, you've got solar, which is not being utilized, renewable energies, and the biggest thing Pakistan's got to offer the world is they should recycle everything. Everything should be recycled. If it was the greenest country in the world, it'd be a success. Forget the money. The money comes secondary. If you've got no planet, what have you got?
I agree with you. This issue about climate change and its impact on the planet is something that is very close and dear to my heart. But I just saw an advert on one of the Asian TV channels the other day of a new development going on. I think it's in Islamabad, not far from the airport. And they're building this huge, what looks like a mini city within a city, and they're marketing the properties there, and it shows big roads. And virtually every house that I think if I saw, these are CAD drawings, but every house looked like it had a solar panel on it. So obviously it seems like Pakistan is catching up with the development around energy reduction, etc.
Let me come back to you again. I'll quote.
Thank you for the point. I think you make a valid point that developing countries need to be mindful of the environmental impact that they make.
Again, I would come to figures. If you see the UN reports on environment, or if you see all the green energy projects in Pakistan and the amount of pollution we produce, I think it is far less than what our neighbors India produces, or China produces, or any other country, a developed country produces. But yes, there are problems. I admit there are problems, but these problems are being taken care of. We've had constructed 2 big solar plants around 2000 megawatt of energy, due to which our energy crisis are being solved. And as you said, every new housing project has solar energies.
Right.
Converting to technology, let me tell you, Pakistan is growing in technology as well. And it is not only technology in some few things. We are manufacturing cars, we are manufacturing aircrafts, fighter jets, we are manufacturing our own naval ships. So things are improving. Things can't be changed overnight.
Well, it'll take some time.
It takes some time. Yeah. Things are moving, but I think we should remain positive about our country, and hopefully in next few years, inshallah.
Do we have another caller?
Pakistan will
we have
be
another
the best
caller.
Country. Yeah.
Ahmed, I'm just sorry, Assalamu alaikum. We have another caller. Yes.
Hi.
Assalamu alaikum.
Hi, my name's Pamela.
Pamela?
My name's Pamela,
right.
And I'm from London.
All right, subhanallah, welcome.
Yeah, okay. I don't really watch your channels much, but today...
Well, welcome to us.
Because you speak in English, so
right.
I can understand what you're talking about.
All right.
By the way, you said China's your best friend, and how much land have you sold to China to build that corridor, whatever you call it? That's one point. Mm-hmm. The second point is, what sort of you saying you're proud to be Pakistanis. Look around you. Look at the world. What do they think about you? You've got terrorists in your country. You don't get on with your neighbors, and there's a corrupt government you have there, and I don't know what you're showing off about. Do you think you can brainwash like people living in Pakistan? This is the world. They can see exactly what you people are like.
I mean, when you say you people, I mean, obviously, you have a particular view set about that. The issue around terrorism affects a lot of countries as well, unfortunately. We admit that, I understand that there are particular issues around that particular part of the subcontinent, which I know affects a lot of people. But I was reading a report the other day about how America has pumped a lot of money over the past to help the intelligence services to try and tackle this issue of terrorism, fundamentalism that they have in Pakistan. And I'm sure our guest will respond to that. But in terms of, I don't think Pakistan has given away any sovereign territory to China at the cost of any amount of money.
I think our caller should know that if anyone invests in other country, they do not sold their land, and they do not sell sovereignty. If people are investing in United Kingdom, you won't say that they've sold land to some other country. I think investments are there everywhere. International investments are everywhere, so you don't sell land and sovereignty. And it's not brainwashing any citizen. If I'm a Pakistani, I am proud to be a Pakistani. And talking about terrorism, I think our callers should also, and our listeners should also note, Pakistan is the biggest sufferer of terrorism. We have lost more than 60,000 lives in last 10 years. Our civilians, our military personnel, our police, we have fought against this menace which was imposed on us, and we are the biggest, sufferer of this terrorism. Why have we lost so much? Because we are fighting this war against terrorism. We are the biggest partners of this coalition in this war against terrorism. More than 60,000 lives is not an easy thing. You don't, lose so many nationals.
Yes.
What and how many other countries have lost?
The people of Pakistan are the main victims.
We are the main victims.
They are the main victims.
And what media portrays, I think you should see both sides of the story. You should not only focus on what is said about one country or one religion. Here also terrorism happens. Everywhere in the world things are happening. The world is changing. This is a difficult times, Now
obviously we won't go into
and
how
after 9/11,
yes.
9/11, was Pakistan involved? No. But Pakistan has suffered from that.
Definitely.
Pakistan's land, soil was used by what is happening in our neighborhood, So you have to see it in a global picture and not blame any country about that. I am not here to blame any country or nationality, but I will say what Pakistanis feel and what we feel that we have been victim of this war. And instead of appreciating this, please do not say that Pakistan has not done anything.
Yes, it's not sponsoring it. I agree. I mean, Pakistan is a victim because we won't go into the what the post 9/11 discussion debate and where the rest of the world has had particular agendas. But I agree with you that Pakistanis have been the biggest victims of this this war on terror as well, and the impact of terrorism. In terms of coming back, obviously you have a huge role to play, portraying Pakistan in a very positive light in this area as the diplomat responsible for for developing these relationships and better understanding. How much work are you doing, if any, with the schools in this area?
This year, 2018, we have declared this as Year of Youth.
Right.
And I can tell you yesterday, like we had the function of Kashmir, they were all youth, youngsters from year 12 to 19 years of age. They performed, they came, they spoke. And last year also we had a cultural program where all youth was invited. With schools and colleges, there's an academy, Oasis Academy. Last year we had partnership with them and some other schools as well. This year what we have planned is that we will, in our own area of jurisdiction, we'll go to each and every university. There are few Pakistani societies in those universities where there are not consulates, and High Commission will support to organize those associations, organize cultural programs and engage with students. As I said, universities, colleges, these are the basic areas where we need to focus, because this younger generation is key to our progress, not in Pakistan but here as well, and for our communities. So we are very mindful of this. We are working hard on these things, and hopefully with other universities, with Pakistani students, we can help build this good image of Pakistan. Also, like 70 years, last year was our 70 years of our independence. And I can talk about my region. What we did, Pakistan was the only country to partner in Tour de Yorkshire.
Right.
We were in the caravan for 3 days and Tour de Yorkshire.
You did not cycle, did you?
I did not cycle, but I was driving. I was in the caravan. This year, Tour de Yorkshire is for 4 days,
right,
and we will be there again. We had our first Independence Day parade in this area where you were also there.
I had the privilege of being there, yes.
We had the Lord Lieutenant there, 2 Lord Lieutenants were there. We had thousands of people. They came out. You need to provide them opportunities. We were part of, first time we were part of Lord Mayor's Dragon Boat Race in Bradford. This year again we'll be part of that. We have more than 100,000 people come and turn up. We had a team of school kids which stood 3rd in 40 schools.
Right.
We had a team of seniors. Unfortunately, we couldn't be on the podium, but at least we participated. So these are soft steps which we need to take. First time ever we took Headingley ground and we had a cricket tournament, and I can tell you, we had planned that cricket tournament for our community only. But when the word spread out, we had 6 teams, Leeds, Bradford, Consul teams together. We had team of bishops. we were approached by police and military to have their teams, but then we had no space to accommodate those. So it is step by step, and this is our role as well, to promote soft image of Pakistan. And what people talk about or what media talks about, which is not true, I think we should go out and tell to the vast and majority, wider communities,
the wider public,
that what Pakistan is and what we can offer.
Well, obviously, I mean, as one of the callers earlier mentioned as well, I mean, and you mentioned Islamophobia, for example. I mean, it's a huge topic. We know, from example, you know, the media in this country does not and will not promote good, positive stories about the Muslim community generally, and Pakistanis in particular. So if we don't beat our own drums, nobody else is going to do it. And I think sometimes we fail to understand the complex nature in the way the media operates, and tries to, as one of our callers said, brainwash people in this country about the negativity of Pakistan and Muslims, etc. And if you look at the reality, it's actually completely different. One day, inshallah, I'm going to bring a person here, a gentleman called Professor Chris Allen, who's done a fascinating study of the media and how it represents Islam and Muslims in this country. And when you hear what he has found, you'll be absolutely flabbergasted at the very negative way the media portrays Muslims, and how inaccurate, the key word here is inaccurate, and misinformation is promoted by some of the media in this country. Inshallah, one day I'll manage to bring Chris here, an old friend of mine, and we'll have a discussion around that. Ahmed Amjad Ali Sahab, obviously this has been fascinating. There's lots we can talk about. But in a minute, where do you see the next 4 years for you? How long is your tenure?
The tenure is around 3 years plus minus. So I've almost completed half of my tenure. But I never know, I might get extension, I might go early. But for all the time which I am here, my main focus is to serve my community and to promote Pakistan's image. And by grace of God, Allah has helped me, and I pray to God that Allah will help me in my endeavor to promote peace, harmony, and promote my country.
I mean, certainly, I happen to be one of the deputy lieutenants, as you know, of the county of West Yorkshire, and certainly from my wearing my hat, we've never had this type of relationship building in the past, where the sovereign country of Pakistan's representative engages with the monarchs, Her Majesty the Queen's representative in this area, and the other areas that you cover as well, because that's the only reason why the Lord Lieutenant of North Yorkshire was present at the the day we celebrated. So obviously you are doing this, as you say, it's a slow start, it's a beginning, and this is an important step in the right direction. I hope that inshallah you will continue to be here for much more longer than your 3.5-year tenures, unless you made into a high commissioner somewhere, which inshallah may be something that you might want, and if you do, may Allah make it happen for you in a nice warm country.
As a diplomat, we have to go in our careers, and recently, a year ago, I was being promoted to that rank. So obviously, if I get a chance to go and serve as an ambassador or a high commissioner, I would love to do that, because that's my career, and everyone wants to go to that zenith.
Definitely.
Yes. But till the time I'm here, as I said, I will improve the relations, and I would love to come back to your program again and talk more.
Inshallah, Amjad Ali Sahab, it's been fascinating, it's been really interesting, and I hope our viewers found it equally as interesting as I have. Inshallah, one day, definitely, Allah willing, will bring you back. In the meantime, brothers and sisters, thank you very much for joining us. I hope you've enjoyed it, and inshallah, we'll see you soon. May Allah protect you and look after you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.